friends, how you all doing? Hope you're super excited for the next topic. I am super excited to teach you. What are we going to talk about today? Last class we spoke about the 16 zones of the house. Yes, I hope you all remember these zones and their attributes. Let's talk about the entrances. Before that, let's brush up as to what we spoke about earlier. Remember, I told you there are two worlds. One, house, our house being the subconscious mind, and the world being the conscious mind. When you enter from your conscious mind into your subconscious mind, that is from the world to your house, it starts controlling your emotions, your thoughts, a lot of other things, right? Now, to enter from the conscious mind to your subconscious mind, there has to be an entrance, right? Creating these entrances, do they affect our thoughts again? Yes, they do. Each entrance would have its own effects, positive or negative. We're going to speak about that today. Now, before that, let's understand that there are 4 directions: east, west, north and south, like you all remember. Vastu says that each direction has 8 entrances. That makes it 32 entrances in all, right? So north would have 8, east, south and west 8 each. That makes it 32 entrances. Now, there is a little difference what MAHAVASTU says. It says that since the house is considered to be circular in shape, we would divide it into 32 entrances. Now, how do we do that? We will come to that later. I will explain to you as in how do we calculate where are these entrances, how do we locate them. But before that, let's understand what are the effects of each of these entrances. Quickly, let's just start with north today. North having 8 entrances, I'm going to tell you what does each entrance signifies, how is it going to affect, whether negative or positive. Let's start with N1. Now, where does N1 come? That we will be learning practically on our maps. But before that, let's just understand how we spoke about the attributes. Let's understand how the entrances affect us. So N1 to N8 is what we're going to do in this session. N1 is not considered to be a good entrance. It basically creates a lot of harm to us. Harm due to bad intentions of other people. This is mainly what has been seen in N1 entrances. N2 is enmity and jealousy. People start getting jealous of you. This is what the N2 entrance shows the effects. N3 is a positive entrance. It gives you a lot of money. So when you have your entrances in N3, it is really very good. N4 again being a very good entrance, it gives you a lot of money. Yes, N5 is religious in nature. That means to say that people living in this house become very, very religious. Now, when I say that, I mean they are extra religious. Yes, N6, it creates weak connections in the society. Now, again, that is considered as a negative entrance. N7 is an entrance wherein the girls in the house go against their family traditions. So they don't want to basically agree with what you say. Okay, so this is again considered as a negative entrance. N8 is a very good entrance. It gives you high bank balance. Only thing that you need to remember is N8 is good for business and not for the ones who are into service. So here N1 to N8, we spoke about the effects of these entrances. N3 and N4 being very good, N8 also considered to be good, but mainly for the people into business, and the rest being negative entrances. So let's continue with East. Now again, like I had explained to you, East having 8 entrances, that is East divided into 8 parts, each giving their own effects. Now, like you see in the picture, East direction I have divided into 8 equal halves. Let's start quickly with E1. E1 being a negative entrance again, it brings a lot of accidents in the house. There are a lot of losses due to fire is also being seen here. E2 being again a negative entrance, it's wasteful expenditure. So people living in such house where the entrances are made in E2, they basically have a lot of expenses which will be wasteful and they would not gain anything out of it. E3 again being a very good entrance, which is profits, success and a lot of money again. E4 again being a very positive entrance. gives you a lot of good connectivity with the people in the government. E5 is not a good entrance. We see people living in such house have a lot of temperamental issues. They get very angry, they are short-tempered. Yes, these are the effects. Coming to E6. E6 entrances are seen where the people in the house do not keep up their promises. They do not keep up their commitments. Basically, again, a lot of negativity. E7, again, not a good entrance. Basically, the behavior of these people are very, very intense. E8, not a good entrance again, where we see a lot of accidents, losses and theft as well. Let's now move towards the south. Like you can see in the picture again, where you see south divided into 8 entrances. Let's speak about these entrances. S1 again considered to be a negative entrance. This is mainly negative for male children. Like in the north, N7, it was the effects are seen mostly on the girls, where the girls do not want to follow the tradition. Here, S1, basically the south one, is not good for the male children in the house. S2 is considered to be a good entrance. It's good mainly for the people working in the MNCs, working under somebody, right? Like in N8, we saw that it was mainly good for people into business. S2 is considered to be good for people who are working in MNCs or probably anywhere else, but they're working under somebody else. They're not their own boss. Now, S3 is considered to be a very good entrance. It gives you a lot of money, a lot of profit. S4, again, a profitable entrance. It is very, very good. S5, basically a negative entrance again. It blocks minds and it creates a lot of debt. S6 is very, very bad. Basically, entrance that pulls you towards poverty. S7, again considered to be a negative entrance. It's poverty and wasteful of all your efforts. So whatever you do, whatever you want to do, it all goes waste. Now S8, again considered to be a very, very bad entrance. This disconnects you from the world outside. Now let's continue with the entrances towards the west of our house. Now again, let's talk about W1. Now W1 again is considered to be a negative entrance. It weakens your financial positions. W2 creates instability and insecurity in life. W3 is considered to be a very positive entrance, gives you a lot of growth, lot of money, lot of prosperity. W4, again a very, very good entrance, brings a lot of happiness and it's considered to be having a very smooth life. W5, considered to be okay, I mean a good entrance, not very good in fact. It pulls you towards being perfectionist. Now the problem comes where you don't want to agree with the others working in their own way and try to do things only by your way. This is how it becomes a little negative, but should be okay. W6, it creates depression. W7, drug addiction is what the effects have been shown. W8, again a negative entrance, which makes the person living there adopt unlawful or unfair means for their own benefits. Now again, this has a mixed effects wherein it is not very good, but people living in such entrances try to do things in an extreme way where it gets very negative. Now that we have spoken about the 32 entrances, I quickly want you to take a note of all these. I understand maybe by hearting these or keeping them in mind should be a little difficult. Have a note of it so that when we start working on the maps practically, you can quickly look at them and understand what are the effects of the people living in such houses. Soon we are going to start our practical working. I'm going to teach you how to draw these maps, how to take the degrees of the houses, because every house will not have north as the 0 degrees. So remember that when we were speaking about the 16 zones, how are we going to calculate these 16 zones? These are all technical working part which we are going to do it soon in the next session. Quickly go through the 16 attributes again, the 32 entrances, and we will meet again. Bye bye.